Hello and welcome back to MIDI TV. If you missed episode 1, remember you can head over to our YouTube channel and catch up on the last episode. While you're there, remember to subscribe to that channel so you never miss another episode again. Today we have 3 incredible acts for you. We have Sean, who is 1/3 of the hip-hop beatboxing geniuses that are the Scribes. We have the loop pedaling wonder that is Cakey Girl, and we have the incredible blue-haired genius that is Jess McAllister. Now, all 3 of these guys are going to be performing on today's show. We're going to have an interview with all 3 acts, and then we're going to be heading over to the MIDI TV Pac-Man challenge. Again, the winner of that challenge will get to end the show. So enjoy.
Yo, what's up? I'm Sean from the Scribes. This is The One, produced by Don Juvenile for MIDI TV. Let's go. Yes, MIDI TV, The Scribes, THTC. Yeah, yo, let's go, let's go. We're just getting warmed up. Yo. This is the one, man. This is the one, man. This is the one, man. Woo! Yeah. This is the one, man. Woo! This is the one, man. Yeah, this is the one, man. The Scribes. Let's go, yo. I'm the one and only Chesley. Want the whole globe before I go home. Test me, making moves, man, chess piece, million-mile march, no resting. Starts with a step and ends with the legend. 10,000 hours not stopped for a second. Not been a question. Man clocking plots with my brethren to pop off the top of the spectrum. See, there's just no comparable stuff. Bare bars, man, an animal rush with mechanical lungs, dragon breath and a flammable tongue. I spit fire over cannibal cuts, man, I'm hungry. I still got bits in my teeth. Done snatching crumbs, a kid's got to eat. Yo, I will fight for my ish, that is me. I would die where I stand instead of live on my knees. Woo! MIDI TV, The Scribes. Come check it out. Facebook.com/Scribes Music. Twitter @TheScribes. Instagram @TheScribes. Add this to your Spotify. Tune in to MIDI TV on YouTube. Check out all the good stuff they got going on. Don Juvenile on the beats. One more time. Let's go. Woo! Take a breath. Yo, this is the one, man. This is the one, man. Yeah, this is the one, man. MIDI TV, go. This is the one, man. Woo, this is the one, man. Yeah, this is the one, man. Yo. I'm the one and only illest. Put my mark down for I spark out living. Sharp up my marker, kill it. Till all I see is ghosts. Bruce Willis starts with the blueprint, ends with the movement. 10,000 hours not stopped for a moment. Not that I'm moaning. Man clocking plots with my homies to shotgun a spot in the throne room. Golden sound, but we ugly as ish. Boom bap, packing dust on a disc. Uppercuts and a spit. Tongue twisters disgustingly sick. Who the up else is hungry as this? Man, I'm starving. I still got bits in my teeth. Done snatching crumbs, a kid's got to eat. Yo, I will fight for my ish, that is me. I would die where I stand instead of live on my knees. Yo, this is the one, man. Don Juvenile Productions, The Scribes, MIDI TV. Peace, we out. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye. Done.
Hello, Sean from the Scribes. For anyone out there who hasn't heard of the Scribes, where have you guys been? More importantly, these guys are making such a stir, multi-award winning hip-hop 3-piece. Sean, tell us a bit about the Scribes and the solo projects that you've been doing. But before you do that, can we just, more importantly, introduce Barkley as well, who, quite frankly, is going to steal the show.
This is Barkley. full name Snarls Barkley.
Snarls Barkley.
Yeah, like Gnarls Barkley.
Crazy.
Nice.
Oh, look, he's got a little nervous shake for the camera. It's okay, him. Barkley. Right, tell us about the Scribes. Tell us about what you guys do.
The Scribes are a 3-piece hip-hop act originated in Bristol. It's myself, Johnny does vocals. We've got a beatboxer called Lacey as well. We've been making hip-hop together and touring and gigging together for the past God, 9 years now, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've got some brilliant videos. You've worked with some incredible people in that time as well. So your Facebook as one port of call for social media is just so full of information. So you guys have been really busy. On that note, you've got a really strong image with your social media, really incredible artwork, powerful videos. You've clearly got a very hands-on approach to what you do.
Yeah.
Are you guys independent?
Yeah, we do. Over the years, we found that most of our own releases, rather than solo projects, we tend to do off our own backs now. It's with distribution so easily available to artists to do themselves. And if you've got the time to put the work in, I think there's a lot of websites, a lot of playlisters, a lot of avenues you can promote yourself on that are willing to listen to new music and take the time. If you take the time to contact them and they enjoy it, they're quite happy to push it out there, even if you are doing it off your own back.
And it's your voice then as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you get a lot more say, a lot more control, obviously a lot bigger cut, to be kind of blunt about it. And it's if you're gigging a lot, it's a lot of your income might end up coming from selling things at gigs, selling merch and CDs at gigs, and it's nice to be able to do that and it just be easy and be yours rather than having to worry about someone from a label coming along to do it, you know.
And changing it as well.
Yeah. So we do a lot of our solo projects with labels where it's something we might not sell on the road as much, something that might be a bit more niche, because then you can work with a label to do kind of interesting projects, maybe like limited edition things and stuff like that. But for bulk kind of production or for general like releases by us that are going to go on Spotify and mainly be consumed through Spotify or iTunes or things like that, the distribution is just as good, I think, so we've ended up working more towards that for our own stuff.
And you've got a new single out at the moment, so double A side, Stir Crazy, Haunted House Party, and you've been working with a hip hop label for these tracks, is that right? Yeah,
that was during lockdown, like everybody. Obviously the gigging's been very different or very limited.
A little.
It's been a bit strange. So we've had a lot more spare time, and we've also been separated a lot more. Like we haven't been able to, we're split between Bristol and Plymouth. We've been apart from each other a lot more. We haven't been seeing each other on the road as much because we haven't been out on the road as much. So we've had a lot more time on our own. I made those tracks with a producer from Finland called J Boom, and we shopped it around to a few labels and ended up with the Get Down Records, who are based in Bristol. They've done a limited edition transparent 7-inch of the release that's out now. And that was all just through lockdown. It was mainly just trying to find something to do to stop ourselves going, trying
to keep busy.
Bananas while in lockdown.
Not going stir crazy.
Yes, yeah. It's a lot darker than our normal stuff because it's come from that. Like the Scribes group stuff's much happier and bouncier because it's more for crowds and gigging and festivals, and this is much more written to deal with lockdown. But
something that we can all completely relate to, and brilliant that you're able to channel your music in a different way during that time. Interesting that you said it was hard to kind of meet with the other guys you work with in the Scribes. It's hard to navigate the Southwest, and yet it's so easy to find a producer in Finland, which is the beauty of where we've all had to go in the last year to create work in a different way. I understand so not only do we have Barclay here, but we have your wife Rachel sat just over here, and Rachel helped to create the video.
Yes, my wife's a wedding photographer, which is really, really handy because she's got like a lot of good knowledge of how to make things look nice through a camera, and lots of nice cameras. So we were able to do it at home pretty much. We did it in like the video for Stir Crazy. We made the two of us during like the proper, like it is now, the proper lockdown when you weren't leaving the house except for to go shopping, you know? But we had enough stuff to hand. The scary bit. And
some amazing lyrics in this video, the idea of like living in a viral environment with an imaginary friend, lots of dark thoughts. But wanting to kind of link back to, like you said, your music with the Scribes, which is a lot more upbeat. So I know, looking back over your social media, in 2019, 41 shows, performances, Glastonbury, Wilderness Festival, Shambhala, Boomtown, Bearded Theory, the list goes on. You've written for BBC, Channel 4, Radio 1 Extra. So give us highlights. Obviously, MidiTV is,
pinnacle,
that goes without saying, but give us a highlight quickly.
I think Glastonbury is always like a thing, isn't it? Do you know, like it always feels like, we've done it a few times now, and it always feels like a big thing. And it's scale-wise, it is different, and it is like it's unlike anything else, it really
Yeah.
is, and you do feel like proud to be part of that, and you're also pretty confident it's something that like your dad knows. Do you know what I mean? Like your dad's pretty aware of
They're
like,
gonna be
oh, Glastonbury,
proud
that's
too.
a thing. And I really like Boomtown because they put so much effort into the decor and all. It feels a bit like a
Yeah.
weird sort of Disneyland, but my dad doesn't really know that as much.
really
It feels like
dark
less of a thing.
Disneyland.
Yeah, very. Yeah, especially after midnight, like descends quickly. Doesn't
It does.
But, I think Glastonbury always feels like an achievement, like a big deal. I think for me, personal highlights, we did a festival in Italy, and or like a beach festival, and when we played, there was forks lightning out over the sea.
Wow.
So that was like a thing where I felt like, oh, this is quite a moment.
That is a highlight. So you guys, as well as all these incredible festivals, this big back catalogue of where you played, you have all 3 albums on Spotify and lots of new material. So just before we end this interview, where can we find or download your new track?
Yeah. Follow us on Spotify, that helps a lot, that's a good thing. Subscribe on YouTube, that helps a lot. We've got a lot of videos on there, like on Facebook. You can get all of our music from Bandcamp or iTunes or all the normal places, like all the general retailers and that. And but I think the most important thing is if you like an act at the moment to make sure you do follow, make sure you do subscribe. It's all.
It means so much, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if you love something, like in the moment, like if you see someone at a festival or you see someone perform and you really like it, if you do follow it, it's a lot easier for them to find you again, because it's really difficult for acts on a certain size to reach out and find people and make you might be like down the road from you next week, but if you haven't followed them, they might not know, and they're probably not going to afford like video adverts
And that's what all
things.
this is.
Exactly what this is for, yeah.
So all our viewers today, make sure you go and find the Scribes and listen to Sean's new tracks, download them and follow them on social media. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sean.
Hi, I'm Cakey Girl, and this is a song called Time Sure.
Here we lie in a bed of our own, doing making, not forsaking anything, breaking, but aching for the touch. And my head tried to warn us that cutting corners always costs you dear in the end. Never-ending patterns of behaviour, we are saviours. And I really hope that you get it now. You are enough, just as you always were, always are, and ever will be. So you can take your time. It's never been so clear, nothing more to hide. So I've never felt so sure. We need to hold and unfold a beautiful space for ourselves, to love a little more and say it's me that I adore. We need to catch our breath now, be still, all of those choices, voices ramming down your throat until you choke on it. Let's rip them apart and pull them down, all of those thoughts that go round and round and round and always have done. My love, I fully acknowledge the part that I played, I stayed, I lay guarded. My guilty fingers always on the triggers, on the triggers. You know we could be more than everything. It's left us reeling, can't forget the feeling when you held me and told me you loved me as the baby was dying inside me. You can take your time. It's never been so clear, nothing more to hide. I've never felt so sure, so sure. And I really hope that you get it now. Yes, I really hope that you get it now. And I really hope that you get it now. And I really hope that you get it now. You can take your time. You are enough. It's never been so clear. Nothing more to hide. You are enough. 'Cause I've never felt so sure. So sure. Well, you can take your time. My love. Really hope that you get it now. You can take your time. My love. 'Cause you are enough.
Hello, Cakey Girl. Thank you for joining us here on MIDI TV. I met you many moons ago as Demelza from Five Finger Discount. So you've been on the music scene here in Devon for some time now, but Cakey Girl is a new project. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it is. So Cakey Girl is my solo project. So the stuff that I've been doing, my solo things I've under for about 6 years now, on and off. It started off as a solo a cappella looper-based project, and it's slowly developed into sort of more full instrumentation songs that I've been doing recently.
So Cakey Girl was the name you gave yourself when you were looping and beatboxing, and now that's becoming more prominent, that you're doing more and more, and we can see that you're gaining a big following on social media, you're putting up different videos, and you've been busy over the last few months because I've been watching some of these videos. Where are they filmed?
They are filmed at my house. I've got a little studio in the garage there, and yeah, it's blessed to have a lovely space to do that in, really. It's
such a nice space.
Yeah, it's
and you've
great.
got nice fairy lights and disco lights and things. It looks like you're in a music venue.
That's
and
right.
You've built that in your own home, which is amazing. So as a female beatboxer and a looper on the loop pedal, your style is quite unique, and so it really stands out. So it's quite niche, isn't it? There's going to be a following for that because there aren't, that I know of, many female beatboxers here in Devon. Mm-hmm. So this could be a brilliant sort of new direction for you to go in. But do you play other instruments as well?
Yes, yeah, I do. I play assorted instruments, bass, guitar, keyboards, all those, the kind of most things really that we can. I don't play the violin. I've always wanted to play the violin. I've never quite mastered that. But yeah, so all the instrumentation on the album I've done myself and programmed the beats and so on.
That's amazing. Well, that in itself is so difficult to do, isn't it? Like playing a bit of everything, but then the editing together of all of that.
That's the most challenging bit, to be honest,
yeah.
is always the sitting there and tweaking and editing and chopping up and then mixing and mastering is, yeah.
But I love that you're doing that all yourself, so it's completely independent.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I might send them off somewhere to be mastered properly though.
That's fine. You've done the legwork. You're allowed to get some help on that bit. That's not a problem. So listening to some of your new material, you have a new EP coming out called Time Sure.
That's right, yeah.
And the tracks on that EP are Time Sure, Don't Look at Me Like That, and Lockdown. And I've seen one of your videos on your Facebook page, Don't Look at Me Like That, and you uploaded some of the lyrics as well, which I thought was a really nice touch because so many bands share their music, but they don't often share their lyrics. And so it was quite a personal thing for you to share. And a lot of them are quite evocative lyrics as well. So what can we expect from this next EP?
Yeah, I think really I've had quite a traumatic year emotionally. There's quite a lot of things have happened. And so this was a real opportunity. I think in the past, a lot of my songs have been intentionally quite ambiguous lyrically,
yeah.
So that they're open to interpretation. However you want to interpret them.
Yeah.
Not necessarily consciously, but that's just how it happens.
So it's been quite cathartic.
So this has been much more raw, I suppose.
Which is lovely, and what everybody needs, I think, after the last year, to know that they're not on their own, perhaps, with feeling that way.
Yeah.
Where can we find this music?
So the EP will be available on Bandcamp, And I'll be sharing tracks on Facebook and social media and so on. But I'm available to buy on Bandcamp.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Cakey Girl, for joining us here today on MIDI TV. Remember, viewers, to go and find Cakey Girl on her social media and to look for the new EP, Time Sure, on Bandcamp soon.
Hello, I'm Jess McAllister, and this track is called Love You From Afar. I love your skin, the one you're in, your every shade of loveliness, so soft and thin. I love your eyes, so full of lies. It's no surprise to me you run away. Your hair, your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your heels, your toes. I love the bones of every single one of those. My eyes, they rolling like cigars. You're like an alien from Mars, Mars, Mars. You drinking all the hipster bars. So I will watch you from afar, far, far. I love your smell. Je te pense très belle. Tout pourrait être mademoiselle. Sitting in the cafe, filling up your ashtray, dreaming of a souffle, but calories are so passé. Your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your heels, your toes. I love the bones of every single one of those. My eyes, they rolling like cigars. You're like an alien from Mars, Mars, Mars. You're dancing like a superstar. So I will love you from afar, far, far. Your personality is dull. There's not much ticking in that skull. But I am just an animal. So I will lick you like a cannibal. And I will love you from afar. And I will need you from afar, far, far. And I will watch you from afar. And I will love you from afar, far, 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 far.
Hello, Jess McAllister. Thank you for joining us here today on MIDI TV. So Jess, you have been prominent on the music scene now in Exeter since 2015, if not before, but I met you then when I bought your EP, Painted Faces, and I watched you perform with Wildwood Kin at Exwick Mill, and I still listen to Nevermind Buying Time now, which I love. But we're moving on from EPs because you have a new album out. So tell us about your new album, Courage Fear.
Yeah, Courage Fear. So I recorded it actually a few years ago. It was like an ongoing thing for a couple of years because I recorded it in Northern Ireland. Nice. So there was lots of travelling back and forth to and from Northern Ireland to record it.
Not easy.
Probably should have recorded it somewhere closer, but yeah, the place that I recorded it in and the producer, it was all perfect. So that's where I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I released it during lockdown 1, which was kind of a bizarre decision. I didn't really know what to do with myself in lockdown 1. I had zero creativity.
Like,
and
I didn't do.
Yeah, I didn't really want to play music or anything, but I wanted to do something. So one day I was just like, there you go.
Have it.
Have it.
Give it to the world. And you've got a nice story with that actually, because one of your friends then encouraged you to do something else with that, didn't they?
Yeah, so my friend Tim, who is the drummer in a band called The Little Unsaid, he sent me a message and he said, where can I buy it? Because I put it on all the social media, like, oh, my album's out on Spotify and iTunes and everything. And he messaged me and said, I want to pay money for it.
Yeah.
Where can I pay money for it? And I was like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Actual making money out of music. Oh yeah. So I very hurriedly put it on Bandcamp.
Good
And I think
man
I
for
made like
suggesting
£100 in a day. I was like, oh, that's nice.
I'm pretty confident you're going to be making more after people watch your performance today. I've been listening to it and it is just a fantastic album. Something that I've taken from your Facebook page, and I think this is just a perfect summing up of you, something that you've written. The important thing as an artist, aside from writing music you love to perform, is always to be yourself. And I've learned that I stand for certain things and I want to reflect these in my artistry for as long as I continue to create. I love that, and I think that that's a really powerful message that you give out to people. Is that something that we're going to hear and see more in this new album?
Yeah, I mean, I think the realization that you're not, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sing perfectly all the time, and I can't, I don't know, maybe kind of what you wear, body image, all that kind of stuff. Like, you are just who you are.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of coming to terms with your identity and who you are and what you stand for. And actually, I didn't really come around to that until I was in my 30s.
I think most people would agree with that, wouldn't they? That they feel the same.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really important image that you're giving to your fan base and to young people as well, sort of coming up, you know, maybe even interested in music too, but it's just a brilliant message to give out. You've got a really strong image. Your lyrics scream of strength, female empowerment, wildness, and you've made some brilliant music videos. There's one for your track, I Am a Woman. And more recently, I believe, there is a new project in the pipeline that you've been working on, another video.
Yes. My newest single, The Bushiest of Beards.
Brilliant title.
Thank you very much. So the song is about a man who bullied me when I was an adult, a grown adult, and he had a beard. So I just want to say that I don't have anything against beards, like men with beards. My husband has a beard and I love it. But yeah, a man who bullied me for a while. And the song is kind of like, it feels really good to sing it because it's like just getting it out there that you don't matter anymore. Yeah. Like, all of that insecurity that you created is gone. And
yeah.
I wanted to portray that in a video. So I set up a kind of scene in my living room during lockdown. And I stayed up till 3 a.m. filming myself. Actually, the video is only from the shoulders up. So the whole video, you don't know this as the viewer, but I'm actually just in my pants.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of empowering in itself. And because there was no one else there, I just pranced around like an idiot. And it was really fun.
That's fine. Lockdown's been about just prancing around in your pants. But what a better way to kind of have that sense of empowerment with the music video to go, here is my track. Yeah, over that now. Your social media is just full of loads of quirky covers too. You've been using different apps to get music out, and you've got stunning original music. But where can we find this music, Jess?
My original music. So Bandcamp is a really good place. If you visit my Bandcamp page, I think it's just jessmcallister.bandcamp.com. That's where you can actually pay for my music, which is probably the best option. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, all of them. All of them.
Thank you so much for joining us today on MIDI
No worries.
TV. Remember to
me.
subscribe to Jess's page and, more importantly, to find her album on Bandcamp. Thanks, Jess. Okay, so we're on to the Pac-Man section of MIDI TV. Today's a tough one because we've got 3 very strong characters. We've got Jess, who's very fun, multi-instrumentalist, so she's quite ambidextrous. That could be quite good for playing. Cakey Girl is quite relaxed, quite chilled out, but they're the ones to watch, aren't they? And Sean, if he plays as fast as he raps, could be fantastic, but unfortunately Sean isn't able to play Pac-Man today. We weren't informed ahead of filming that Sean actually suffers from Pac-Manophobia, and as soon as we brought the machine in, Sean just had a complete meltdown. We had to get Sean to leave, so I've actually stepped in to play for Sean. We hope you get over that soon, Sean. Fingers crossed, I do you justice. Here I go.
I'm really nervous.
Okay.
Okay. Do I press it again?
What's it say?
It says push start.
Yeah, push start button, so press A and breathe.
Oh my God. Where am I?
You're fine.
Where am I? I'm
just
here.
Calm down, Jess. Oh, that faithful old noise. Might be easier with me not having me talking to me. Okay, in my head I'm doing well, but I can't take my eyes up to look at the score. Oh. I'm trying to get away from
Trying to get some points.
Pinky, Blinky and Clyde.
Okay.
You're good.
I've got this.
That's up the game, that's up the game. Okay. Oh, should have eaten the ghost. I should have eaten the ghost. Yes. I don't know that the camera's quite catching Demelza's angle, her body stance here, but she's actually lunging whilst playing Pac-Man.
Oh my God. Can I eat them now?
Eat everything. Eat the fruit. Eat them when they turn into ghosts. Eat the little dots, but stay away from the colourful things.
Damn it.
Sean, you need to get over this, because if you can just face a Pac-Man machine, then the next time you're here, I think you're going to do better. Jess said this was the thing that she was most nervous about today. Not the music. She got the music down. Pac-Man.
I ate you. I got you.
Cherries, I ate the cherries. Okay, yeah. Oh no. Dead. Well done, that's it. You're done.
Thanks.
Only time will tell. What's your left hand doing? You're like that the whole time.
Is that my score?
I think so.
2,400? Is that really bad? Is that the worst score?
It's not great.
I panicked.
What a jam-packed show. Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of MidiTV. If you like what you've seen today, then please share it on your page. Remember that you can comment below with any acts that you would like to see in up-and-coming shows too. A big thank you to our 3 acts that we've had on today's show. So we've had Jess McAllister, Cakey Girl and Sean from the Scribes. Brilliant performances from all 3 acts. One last thing to do. We need to announce the winner of the MidiTV Pac-Man challenge. Any guesses who that winner could be? It was me! That's right, I won. However, they wouldn't let me end the show, and it wouldn't be right to. I did say that I would represent Sean because of his Pac-Manophobia, but I am going to say I got a really good score. So Sean, if you ever overcome that and you want to go head-to-head with me, that can be arranged. So, ending MidiTV episode 2, we have Sean from the Scribes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes, MidiTV. My name's Sean Amos from the Scribes. This is Stir Crazy, produced by J Boom from Finland entirely during lockdown. Available now on the Get Down Records. Check it out. Hope you like it. Lockdown anthem. Yo, yes, J Boom, the Get Down Records. See you, Tommy. Yo. Been pacing back and forth for a while now. Spent a while in, I want a while out. Can't figure out what my mind's about. The calls coming from inside the house, need to dial out. Bad connections, sure we got our wires crossed. My inner voice a dialogue with trains of thought in pile-ups. I kept it old school like dial-up. Sprayed flows like fire trucks, but now I'm mostly quiet, Got trapped in my own head when travelling home. Met an imaginary friend, now he's latched and he won't actually go. But it's no sweat, cause he's gradually grown to the companion I know best. Now we're talking fairly regular. He's morbid in his thoughts, and though it's awkward, it's much better than when loneliness was everything. He seeps into my sentences to use me as his messenger. I'm thinking of letting him turn stir crazy in this. Getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like ills not home. Stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Turn stir crazy in this. Getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like ills not home. Stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Got lost in my thoughts, yo, head twisted like cornrows. Came back with a demon who just screams about sore throats. He's angry as Lord knows, but he's all I have to speak to. Not every door's closed, it's cool though. We mostly just chill and chat-ish, but the chilling fact is he's actually latched in like, how are you? but now he won't leave. Was here for the whole week and he's crashed on my pad since. Been eating all my food and it's making me all moody. It's not feeling so salubrious, it's ludicrous. I know the dude is just imaginary, but when we have a chat he acts a prat and answers back to me like let me smash the beat. Not sure he's still wanted. He tells me that he is, but still I'm feeling slightly haunted. So we just keep on talking, cause I find silence awkward, and being with my own thoughts is torture. Turn stir crazy in this, getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like ills not home, stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Turn stir crazy in this, getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like ills not home, stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Hi, I've been settling in, telling the kid no such thing as the devil within. We're better tethered together. He gets hell of a het up when he's left with just him. See now I am liver than live, I am thriving inside of the mind of him. Sign of the times in its viral environment. He's holding anger in, I am the violence. A product of piracy, raised in the blaze of a fire pit. Aisha psychiatrist, I am the writing between all the lines in his diaries. I blame society, that's where the failure is. So we're staying in and blazing his spliffs. Get hazy as Ish son for real, not sure which one is real and which one the alias is. Turn stir crazy in this, getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like he's not home, stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Turn stir crazy in this, getting Stockholm syndrome with my aliases. Like he's not home, stop jumping on my sprays in this. Slap the face in the mirror till it breaks into bits. Lockdown, the Scribes, J Boom, the Get Down Records, Tia Tommy, Stir Crazy, MIDI TV,